What's going on, Internet? Welcome to episode 31 of the Summit Podcast, where we share with you all the latest and greatest gaming, anime, and pop culture news, saving you all the time of finding it yourself. If you're listening to this, you can find us on all major podcasting platforms. We're available on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Don't forget, if you want to reach out and keep up with us, you can always find us in our Discord server at discord.gg/The Summit. While you're at it, go ahead and drop us a 5-star rating on the supporting platforms. This helps the algorithm promote our show, which helps us bring in new listeners. Bringing you in for today's episode, I'm one of your co-hosts, Rain, aka CJ. You already know. Yeah. I ain't have anything else to say after that. And first and foremost, starting with my boy Razor, the legend.
Oh shit, appreciate you. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm glad to be back myself. You know, I probably say, honestly, like I can't remember, I probably say the same shit every week in my intro. So you know what it is. You know me, or hopefully you know me. If not, you know, you could get to know me. I'm pretty cool, fun guy, I'd like to say. But yeah, back to you, brother, man.
Thank you. And I low-key was thinking about that earlier today. I was like, I say the same shit every time I do an intro. And I was like, you know what? I just want to thank the people for sticking around. If you've been here for all 31 and all the new listeners that's coming in.
Yeah.
You know. And secondly, we have the almighty Scragger.
What's going on, y'all? Appreciate y'all coming in and tuning in, listening to us. It's a pleasure. It's an honor. It feels great to be here at the summit. You know?
Nice. And finally, leading us through the swamp, we have your boy Ashy.
What is going on? Episode 31 here on another lovely week of the Summit Podcast. We're here to bring y'all some news, and we got a ton of it to bring because we got a lot of topics to cover today. Got some Assassin's Creed news. Stay tuned for it. Other than that, before we get into all that, let's see what we got. I mean, how y'all doing? How y'all been for the last week? I kind of been MIA, honestly. I don't even know too much crazy that's going on. I hear y'all did a hot topic yesterday. How'd that go?
Man, who'd you hear that from, bro? Who's snitching?
In the grapevine, Striker.
That's wild. Why do I gotta get a name drop?
That was quick too.
No, for real. He had that plan.
It's the instinct. You know? It's the instinct. Hey, well, first, I guess let's address the elephant in the room. We heard some news of the delay of Assassin's Creed Shadows. It will no longer be brought to you by Ubisoft on November 12th, I believe, November 12th of 2024. It has been postponed until February 14th on Valentine's Day. That is Valentine's Day still, right? I think it's still Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Probably.
So yeah, instead of they're banking that no one will have a Valentine's Day and that you'll pick up the game. It's gonna work because a lot of guys are lonely. A lot of people are lonely. Typically, gamers don't have relationships, so that's what they're banking on. Ubisoft is banking on that for their release.
I thought it was because they were like promoting the fact that they have a female protagonist and a male protagonist, and you know.
What you trying to say?
A thing, you know?
They could be a thing, and one of them's African American, the other one's Japanese, so it's also promoting
interracial relationships.
I heard over at Ubisoft they're all about diversity, but you know that's just.
Oh shit! Okay. Then you might be onto something. Then okay. Is that allowed in 2025? I hear they trying to pull that back with the giving the rights back to the states. You know, ever since Roe v. Wade got overturned. That's just the grapevine I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
I don't know if it's true or not. Yeah, I hear that's trying to get overturned too. I hear it in some states they trying to overturn gay marriage. You know, we not here to talk about that controversy, but I'm just saying if that's the route Ubisoft want to go, it might backfire on them. You know what I'm saying? It seems like we're going back to the 1940s. You know, but yeah, that is news. That is legit news, everybody. Assassin's Creed Shadows has been delayed to February 14th, 2025. So it's no longer coming out this year. I will say I'm not against it. If and only if that the game drops and it's fully baked and it's all the way cooked, right? I'm okay with them delaying the game. I really am. It seems like it's a huge game. They're putting out like I think new I'll read the statement in a minute when I pull it up, but there's like new mechanisms in the game, so I'm okay with the delay. I'm okay with games being delayed if they come out fully cooked. I'd rather that than I mean it should be the standard, but it's not.
Situation.
Yeah. We don't want another Cyberpunk situation. I think they saw that coming, and because I mean February is a pretty good push. What they pushed at December, January for like 3 months. That's a pretty good push.
Yeah. Also, February usually don't have too many games coming out. So
it doesn't.
Smart, you know.
So it's not bad.
Maybe like onesies or twosies in February. So and now fucking Assassin's Creed gonna be that onesie.
I'm actually a little bit relieved also because of the fact that there's just a lot to play already at the end of this year. So I'm like, I mean, it's not the worst. Like we're not, it's not about to be like we're in a drought or anything. There's still plenty of games coming out in October.
The fall is always stacked, overly stacked for real.
Yeah, it is. And so I mean, I'm cool with that. How y'all feeling about that?
Wait, about like the stack or Assassin's Creed specifically?
Assassin's Creed. I'm gonna get into the stack too.
Oh yeah, of course. Like if you got to delay the game to make sure it's right, I definitely prefer you do that than give me some bullshit at full price. You know.
Yeah,
100%.
Now, what if they delay and still deliver bullshit?
It's Ubisoft.
I was thinking about that, but
it's Ubisoft. It's possible. It's very possible. So,
I think they're trying to avoid another outlaw situation, bro. Which
you mean the most anticipated game of the year?
Who anticipated it?
IGN. IGN.
They scored higher than Wukong. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
The most anticipated first open world Star Wars game ever.
First ever.
It underperformed. That is also news in the news.
That kind of rolled off the tongue. Say it one more time.
I feel like most of the Star Wars fans dead though. You know what I mean? I'm just playing.
It's not that we're dead. It's that Disney keeps beating us down. Okay, they keep pushing out products that we don't want, and then they keep ignoring the products that we do want. And then finally, thank you, Brother Rain, again for tagging me in that BS. This afternoon with Cal Kestis finally gonna make an appearance in the live action. Now, this is something Star Wars fans, I'm gonna get on my little nerd tangent for a moment. This is something that Star Wars fans have been wanting, but we're hesitant because Disney has a terrible track record with Star Wars ever since dating back to 2015 when they launched Force Awakens. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, because Rogue One was good.
Rogue One was solid. That was the only. I think Rogue One was the only solid Star Wars project out of that.
Almost the rest made me actually watch the series. I'm not going to cap.
Yeah, because that is one of the only ones. That is the only one you watched. Huh?
I didn't need to watch it. You came in a party on full blast. You know.
That wasn't even the movie though.
Okay, I ain't watched the series either. I was done with it.
The only thing though, y'all ain't like that Palpatine returned again. You ain't like that.
I ain't seen none of it.
Oh, for the umpteenth time.
Because of that, yo. Hey,
the Star Wars Clone Wars, the animated series, I checked that out. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw that, but that's it.
But yeah, so I guess Disney has a rumor. We're jumping all over the place, but I love it. I guess Disney rumored that they're gonna have Cal Kestis. For all of you who don't know who Cal Kestis is, he is the star of the Star Wars soon-to-be trilogy, Jedi series video game. Probably one of the only successful Star Wars products to launch within the last 6 years. So they're bringing him to the live action. I don't know how that's gonna tie. I don't know if it's gonna be something before the final game of the trilogy, because I think that's set to release in like 2026 or something like that. 2026, 2027, whatever it may be. But I'm not sure if it's gonna be before those events or how they're going to tie it, but I'm just praying that they don't mess it up. It's going to be the actual live actor that plays in the game, so that's good. So who knows? I just don't trust Disney. I don't trust Disney with anything. I barely trust them with Marvel these days. I don't trust them. I especially don't trust them with Star Wars. They haven't, like Rain said, they haven't done anything good with Star Wars since Rogue One, besides clash a bunch of lightsabers together. I mean, they had a bag, right? They could have made Finn a Jedi, and they didn't go with it. I don't know what they were doing. Like, maybe it's because he's black. Black wasn't trending back then. So.
Yeah, I swear what happened was he was meant to be the Jedi, but then people saw Rey, like, oh, I like Rey. Change of plans. Change of plans. To the side. Like, damn.
And it's crazy because he had more, he had more raw talent than Rey did. And then they still had a bag with Rey. And then what do? Oh, you're a Skywalker. Oh, you're Palpatine's granddaughter.
Oh, you're a Palpatine.
What? Like, what, bitch? What are we talking about? That's so...
Finn had potential, man. Like, the first Force-sensitive stormtrooper that defected.
Crazy. But, that's enough about Disney. But, yeah, Ubisoft, we want to trust you. You haven't had any bangers this year. All your games been failing. And, like, we did get an announcement, Star Wars Outlaws is underperforming. It has underperformed and it continues to underperform. Not a shocker, honestly. No one, even when they were showing the game it was underwhelming. So I don't know how you can make trailers underwhelming, because that's kind of like the easiest catch 'em all grab there is right there with gaming. Like, you throw them a nice cinematic trailer, they fumbled that from the beginning. From the beginning, since this game was announced, I just had no faith in it, and I've stood right. But anyway, okay, I'm looking at something that's just in, and I'm gonna put it in the show notes so y'all can see. I'll put it under the updates, but it says Ubisoft CEO says our goal is not to push any specific agenda. Makes me really want to read this article, so I'm gonna.
Sounds like a cover up to push an agenda, if you ask
That's
me.
what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to take a look into that later. Let me throw that link up here. But yeah, that's what we got for Assassin's Creed Shadows, and we'll come back to that once we get some more insights on that. But we do have, I guess before we even get into that, before we get into the PlayStation event, State of Play event, we'll cover the new game releases. Obviously, we got Frostpunk 2 that dropped. High Roller was talking about it a bunch in the Discord. I mean, it's not something that, I
played it.
Did you like it?
At first, I didn't, but that's just because they throw a lot of information at you. And
oh yeah, you don't like that.
Yeah, he don't like reading.
Shit, I'm not muted.
What's going on today?
I just I can't even recall what game it was, but I can like remember you starting the game and skipping all of them tutorial pop-ups and be like, what the fuck? How am I doing this? I'm like, bro, you ain't read, you haven't read shit. What do you mean? You did it for Elden Ring. That's the one game you did it for. I saw. I'm like, what the fuck?
That never happened.
Man,
we like lying on this podcast.
Oh yeah, some of us do. Some of us do.
So how you liking it?
That right there ain't a lie.
The game honestly is actually pretty fun. Like, once you kind of like sit down and like actually learn like the mechanics and like everything that you gotta manage within it. It's definitely like, if you like Civilization, this is like kind of right up that alley on what that genre is about. It's just you get more of like it feels like a post-apocalyptic, or not even post-apocalyptic. It's like like you're in a barren world and whatnot, and just trying to rebuild the world up. I feel like a nuclear attack or something like that, or whatever, and like the world is scorched, and you're kind of doing what you need to do to survive, and you got to prepare and do a lot of things. Like the game mechanics is pretty simple. Once you get past the tutorial, I feel like they did a really good job explaining everything you can and you're supposed to do to have a successful civilization. But once again, it just, you really gotta like focus and pay attention to what's going on. Otherwise, the game will like not throw you a curveball, but it will defeat you, and the game will let you know, hey, yeah, you're not gonna make it. There are some decisions that you can make that will affect certain factions or races, or is it races, or what is nationality? I'll just go with factions. Certain factions within your group. So it's kind of like you got to decide which faction to kind of side with, or if you can find a way to manage all of them at the same time. It's pretty interesting, like the mechanics of the game. I'm having fun in it.
Okay. You picked it up on Game Pass, I'm assuming.
I did, for sure.
Would you pay full price?
No.
All right, there we go. Honest answers on the podcast. We love it. Honest answers. Anybody else play Frostpunk 2? I'm not into the whole city building strategy games, honestly. I'm just throwing it out there, but I'm glad it's on Game Pass though, so can't knock it too much. It's can't knock a free game, or quote unquote free. We got Remnant 2 Dark Horizon. I'm guessing that's the DLC. Is that the final DLC for Remnant 2? Okay. Rain, you want to cover that a little bit, because I know you were into Remnant.
I wasn't as into Remnant as Razor. I think he finished it, but
as Razor, it was you.
Why are you tossing me out on the floor like this?
I
ain't gonna get to you. I did enjoy the base game. I'm not gonna lie, I was not keeping up with it since I didn't know it had DLCs. Like,
3.
Would I've gone back for them? I don't know. Maybe. Oh yeah, because we found out it wasn't crossplay, right? That was the thing.
Yeah, that
yeah.
was
Okay.
And I bought it twice. I have it on Xbox and on Steam, and it was like, Striking stopped playing because we were originally going through co-op. But anyway, my bad. Let's go back to.
Okay, yeah, we can split it. All right, so Remnant 2 Dark Horizon, which launched actually yesterday, right, and it's expected to be the final DLC. Don't take that with a grain of salt. but it is DLC is actually a free update that adds a boss rush mode. That's pretty dope.
Separate.
So, that's separate.
The free update came with the
Oh,
expansion.
the free update is separate from the DLC. Okay, that's cool. So, and you get DLC if you want to pay for it. If you don't, you get this free update of a boss rush mode, which is pretty cool. I love boss rush. So it sounds like same thing, 1 to 3 people. And difficulties scale how many bosses you fight between, and I guess there's 3 difficulties, so it's either between 3, 7, or 19. Holy shit, that's a jump. But yeah, so seems like a sort of roguelike-ish game mode where you get gear and buffs as you continue on to get stronger, and you keep fighting stronger waves of enemies and stronger bosses. And so if you are a Remnant 2 player, that does sound like a pretty fun game mode to try out. Okay.
It's pretty interesting. I might check it out.
You
gotta pay for the DLC?
Game?
Is it free?
Not for the. God damn! Did y'all listen to what I said?
Oh shit! Sorry.
Man, my own host. It be your own blood and kin. Look, the boss rush is free. The DLC, which I'm assuming is a sort of story expansion, is not.
Oh, word.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, but within the expansion, like it's taking you back to that planet, like Nerud. I think it had like a lot of secrets, like the Blood Moon and things like that. I like that planet. I think
a lot of fucking secrets in that game.
Yeah, absolutely. And you go back there, and you're going against rogue AI, robotic creatures, and a bunch of new enemy archetypes for a new storyline where they have. You're gonna go into Necropolis. That's dope. And then it's a new overworld with new dungeons and new glider traversal system.
Oh shit!
And you get a new archetype called.
I like Deadshot's jetpack. I'm not gonna lie.
I did. I liked Joker's umbrella. Fuck you. All right. That's so sad. But there's a new archetype in the game as well called the Warden, which is probably going to be tied to a bunch of secrets that you got to collect throughout the DLC to unlock it, more than likely.
That show us how them classes work.
But
it's
looking like it's looking packed, bro. It's looking packed.
How'd this happen?
Oh shit. What else we got? What is EA FC 25? What's that? Is that racing?
That's
or is
FIFA.
That FIFA?
It's
FIFA,
bro. Yeah, that's why I put that next to it, because it said they like in 2022, FIFA and EA got into a dispute about the brand of the company, and since they couldn't come to terms of agreement after 20 years, EA just took it and rebranded it, and now it's called FC.
Oh, that sucks.
That's wild.
People just love calling it FIFA.
Right?
Was it FC Football Club now?
They gonna still call it FIFA, bro.
Yeah, that's what that means. Football Club 25.
Yeah. No one even knows what FIFA means. It's just so iconic, bro. Like, what the fuck? I just want to play FIFA? I mean, shit. All right.
But it's already out, early access wise. People can play it, but it's set to fully release on the 27th.
What sells more? Is it FIFA or 2K? I'm pretty sure FIFA sells more, huh? Yeah, soccer. Yeah, world loves their soccer. Okay,
and people
so it's
gamble so much on those packs. Like, people actually play my team on FIFA. People don't play my team on 2K. EA gets away with football games in that realm. That's why they like 2K. I think they got an agreement. That's why you don't see an NBA Street anymore. That's why you didn't see like certain like EA NBA Live. You don't see those anymore. I'm pretty sure they came to a backdoor agreement to stay out of each other's lanes, which is shitty. But
yeah, I mean, that makes sense though. Anything that's good for business. We got Lollipop Chainsaw, Britpop. Woo? What's that?
I have vague memories of that. I don't think I ever played it, but I remember that. That was like that bubblegum chick with a chainsaw.
Oh God, is that another like DBD?
No. You're playing as her. I think it's more hack and slash. I personally didn't ever played it, but I remember seeing stuff like that about it.
Okay, cool. And we got Legend of Zelda. I'm guessing this is DLC, or is
the game's not out?
This is a different game.
It's a new game? Echoes of Wisdom.
It's a full-blown game, yeah.
Which game are you talking about, Scraggy?
The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
Oh, yeah.
Don't ass. Don't disrespect
My
Zelda.
bad. All right.
Comes out tomorrow.
My bad, family, man. Shit.
Only
you
on
like
the
Zelda, Striker?
Say it.
You like Zelda?
The first one, I mean, Breath of the Wild was pretty good.
Mm.
I had fun with the puzzles and stuff.
Okay.
But what's wild to me is that they're already nominating this for Game of the Year, and it's not even out.
It's because you get to play as
Bro,
Zelda,
do
right?
you know how hardcore Zelda fans are, bro? That's like one of the
Nah,
biggest
like this
fandoms of
is
Nintendo
the
for
game
real.
is not out though.
Dude,
Like,
no,
I mean, I
every
get just
time,
one person kind of saying like when I was joking and whatnot. Well, some
I ain't
ago.
gonna lie,
But
you be doing that.
Yeah.
hey, hold on, calm down. Hey, shut up. But I'm not IGN nor Polygon and whatnot out here publishing newspapers and articles on the internet talking about like this game is gonna get Game of the Year
You
and
would
like
if you got
presenting it
paid
to the
for it.
public. Well, I mean that's different.
Oh, okay.
Zelda's like big three of the fucking Nintendo, bro. Every time a Zelda game come out, I hear about it, and I don't even own a Nintendo at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
So you gonna pick one up?
Nah, probably not.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, the games are pretty fun. It has really cool, pretty neat puzzles.
So are you gonna pick this game up?
I still don't own Breath of the Wild.
Damn.
I ain't asked
Isn't that
that.
the one you just praised?
I borrowed it.
That's not what we asked.
He said he ain't paying full price for no Nintendo game.
You're not gonna buy Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom? That
You
shit
can
sound
continue
fire,
with your
bro.
thought, Ashley.
We got Starfield. They're still making DLCs for a failed game. That's fine. Shattered Space DLC. Sorry, Shattered Space DLC September 30th. It's the highly anticipated story expansion DLC for Starfield fans.
Highly
Bethesda's
anticipated.
open world space. We love that highly anticipated phrase this year for some reason. It's gonna be, I guess, what drops September 30th. When did this game launch? 2023. Okay, so there's still who's playing Starfield still.
Hyrule?
Damn, I didn't know we played 30 FPS games.
Yeah, man, that shit fire, right?
Oof.
You get to fly through space and
At 30 frames, I love it.
steal shit from other people.
Shit gonna give me a headache. You know, I saw this comment and I want to know what y'all feel about it. Right?
Mhm.
Somebody has said, "Well, I mean, why do we care about high frame rate games when back in the day we didn't have that?" I just want to know y'all take on that approach.
So I can understand it in certain aspects. Like if I'm playing nothing but a story game, like if I ever actually utilized my Uplay subscription for $17.99 and installed that Avatar game, I couldn't even do it. When I installed that game, it would be completely for story and like graphics, right? So I would turn that visual settings in HDR to the maximum and run it at 30 FPS because that's a story visual pleasing game. Like I feel like that's what type of vibe they're getting. It's solo, you know. But if I'm playing a first person shooter, regardless of if it's against bots or any other person, I'm gonna want maximum frames because I am naturally a competitive player, and the more frames you get, the more of an advantage you have. So, but a casual player probably wouldn't notice that or care about it because, like, look, everybody still thinks the pinnacle of gaming was 007 GoldenEye. But
I think they should notice it though. It's very between 30 and 60 is very distinguishable, honestly.
It is.
I personally don't like playing games at 30 anymore, no matter if they're story or FPS, only because like it starts to give me a headache. It literally starts messing with like my eyes playing it. And I know that's kind of like, oh, it's over dramatic, but not really, because as technology advances, you kind of get used to like these standards of performances, and when we're still reverting back to like 2007 technology, it's like, okay, well, I don't really want to play that. It's kind of like when people try to make an argument like, oh well, back in the day, you played at 480p, great, that was our technology back then, that was fine, that's the only thing we had. But I don't want to play 480p or 720p in 2025. That'll be stupid. I would complain about that.
Wild times.
It's wild, right? I mean, back in the day, it's fine. That's the limit of your technology. But now we're talking about where we like 4K is becoming not a standard, I guess. Well, yeah, 4K is becoming a standard. We got like 8K, 16K TVs. You ain't gonna find one, but you got the technology there. So when your standard's higher, that's what I want to play at. I think 60 should be a bare minimum for anything, especially when we're pumping out $700 consoles. I think that's just a minimum. And then when I'm used to playing at like what 100 plus on my PC, like I think a console can at least push minimum 60. I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for every game to run at 120, but 60 should be the minimum, because as you go higher than that, I can start to see the argument like, okay, well, you can't really, your average player isn't really going to be able to tell the difference too much between 60 and 120. I can, but it's not light and day, like, night and day, like 30 to 60. 30 and 60 is a huge jump. 60 to 120, yes, double, but it's still, 60 is still smooth. And then you get to like people who want to play in like 240 and up. I can't really see that much. I'm not really paying that close up to detail of it, but I really think 60 should be the standard for everything. That's just my argument on that. So
I ain't never heard that. 240.
Yeah, there are people who play at 240. Yeah,
Flash right there playing video games.
What did you think?
You probably play
Hellblade?
CS at 240, don't you? Or something like that, or at least like 144 your minimum or some shit like that. Striker's sleep. Shit, I don't even know why I be asking questions.
What did you think of Hellblade?
He said what?
No,
What did you think of Hellblade?
Hellblade?
Mm-hmm.
The game?
Too. Mm-hmm.
Like as a game?
Hellblade 2, just what did you think of it? Like,
I mean, I only play like a chapter, but
mm-hmm.
I mean,
you're gonna go back to it.
I'm gonna go back to it. I know it's in 30, so I know that's what he's getting.
It is
at,
in 30.
Yeah, I know it's in 30. In 30.
What
I don't think that game should be in 30, but
okay. But it being in 30, with what you've seen in Chapter 1,
it blurs a lot.
Okay.
But it looks good. So
y'all was screaming that, right? Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
In Discord.
Yeah, it looks good. It blurs a lot though. That's not a game. That's not a game that should be at 30. And I know when they came out with that announcement, people were kind of like, kind of fucked up on that. But
you played it too, right?
they went for fidelity. So
what did you think of it? Like how it looked, not fucking
look wise. I mean, it looked great.
Okay,
but
for 30 FPS, do you think it could have been way better or something like that?
I mean, for sure, yeah. But once again, I feel like they double down on the looks of the game rather than its performance.
Yeah, I mean on PC it runs above 30 though. So
okay,
it run, but it smokes your fucking.
Because I think off of Game Pass it doesn't. No,
it should have. It should have. Does it?
I'll go back and look into it, but I don't think.
Either way, the shit was smoking my GPU, so I don't know. So I ain't played that shit in a while. Shit was smoking the fuck out of my damn PC. So whatever it was running, it was smoking it. So, but I know for a fact on Xbox, the shit is capped at 30.
Wait, why did they do that? Yeah, because Hellblade 1 was up to 120.
Yeah, but this one, I guess they were trying to like.
Oh no!
Go above and beyond on the fidelity, which that's one thing I don't understand. I mean, I get it. Maybe some people want to sit there and look at that's more in tune to what you just said about the story, right? Because this is a heavily story-based game. It's not really too action-packed. It's more action than the first one, but I guess people wanted to be like, oh shit, it looks great, and it does look great. But at the same time, I don't believe in sacrificing performance for fidelity. I really don't. Not too much of an extent. Now, I'm not going to say I want to play something at like 720 just so I can get 60 frames out of something. But, that's, I don't know. That's what they did. What else is rumored to come out at 30? I think GTA 6 is rumored to come out at 30.
It's funny that you mentioned that because there's something else that's coming out on the PS5 and they were saying it's going to be 4K 120. Oh, no. Yeah, PS5 Pro. My bad.
God damn.
The company was saying that, but I forgot
what game is that?
Yeah. It's supposed to be something that's coming out.
Is it a remaster?
Within the next 4 months. It might have been Last of Us.
Of course. I wouldn't be surprised.
Might have been.
It's going to be one of those games that they like Last of Us or... oh,
man, it might have been them. It might have been on their Twitter for real.
Yeah, it was probably one in the showcase. Not the show. Yeah, when they announced the PS5 Pro, like the collection of games they had were like Harry Potter, like Last of Us, Ratchet and Clank, some shit like that. Some old game, which wouldn't surprise me. They're gonna slap that PS5 Pro Enhanced label on there and then say it runs at 4K 120. Which is, I mean, cool and all, but like, can we do that with new games coming out? No. So, does it really matter? Does it really matter to play a game like that? Do we want to see Stryker play Spider-Man again at 4K 120?
No,
do we want to see
Stryker does.
Absolutely, 100%. Game of the year, nominate.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm so glad. Never mind. We're
What?
gonna cover it soon.
Nah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Nah,
No,
because
that's fine.
it's
we
just,
got more news. We got more news. Go
that's
ahead.
what I'm saying. It was gonna be more news, like because the Sony State of Play came out, yesterday, and it was regarding the sequel in the Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh,
series.
okay, bet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone
Okay.
was talking about that.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, we can dive right. I think that's next anyway, because ladies and gentlemen, we did have the PlayStation State of Play. I'm gonna just reference this stuff. The long-awaited State of Play. I think it was underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really do. I think the only thing they had was what is it called? Ghost of
Yotei or something like that.
Yotei, like that. Yeah. So
Which is already
No, I
controversial.
just saying shit. Bro.
Already getting blown
Damn.
out the water, low key.
Damn,
But
they
for
quick with
various
it.
reasons.
All they saw was a 3-minute cinematic trailer. What the
With a
fuck?
woman as the main character.
Oh,
Boy,
shit,
did
yep.
they get mad.
Mad, pissy. They said, "Where's my dude Jin?
DED.
Where's Jin?" They can't handle it. Y'all can't handle it, man.
Can't
But y'all
handle
want to
the
go
truth.
woke. Fuck out of here. Yeah. So Ghost of Yotei, I guess, was announced, but other than that, and we'll get back to that because now apparently Assassin's Creed's rivaling that, and rivaling GTA 6. So it's gonna be one hell of a year next year. But I guess we had the Horizon. We'll just go down the list. We had the Horizon Zero Dawn. Wait for it. Remaster. It was announced at the State of Play. It's coming out October 31st and will include 10 hours of re-recorded dialogue as well as visual enhancements. So that means you're getting nothing new. I just want to say that right now. And it's going to be for
what you mean?
PS5.
It's going to get a performance upgrade for the PS5 Pro.
No.
They paying you?
Look at them.
I figure I'd mention something about it,
Anyone who owns the PS4 version will be able to upgrade the PS5 version when it comes out for $9.99, the low price of $9.99. This remaster is arriving on October 31st, and once again, it will include 10 hours of re-recorded dialogue as well as visual enhancements. You can enhance the visuals, I guess. Maybe they're gonna throw a little buffer on it, a little shoe polish on it. Call it a remaster, whatever, fine and dandy. They're gonna sell it at full price for everybody who hasn't bought it, and they're gonna go ahead and say that this is peak gaming for the PS5 Pro. We also have Monster Hunter Wilds, which is officially coming on February 28th, 2025. I'm not a Monster Hunter fan, so that didn't really do nothing for me. We have Astrobot DLC, which was announced for the fall of 2024.
Already?
That, huh?
Shit is crazy. That shit is wild. It's free DLC. Fuck it. So whatever.
The game ain't that long.
It's receiving free DLC sometime in the fall of 2025 with 5 new online speedrun levels and 10 new bots to rescue. So that's that 2020. So there's gonna be more in 2025.
Hell yeah.
Nice. So they got a whole year of DLC planned for Astrobot. They're trying
I'm not gonna
solidify.
lie. You compared it to Mario the last time, right?
I did, and I not Mario Super Mario Bros, but I wanted to kind of compare it to like a Mario Party, kind of
Crash
like
Bandicoot.
Yeah, but yeah, it is kind of like a Crash Bandicoot. Actually, that'd have been a good comparison.
Makes sense.
I was trying to compare it more to like a Nintendo style game because it seemed like they were trying to go like Nintendo a little bit with this one, but that is a good comparison.
Because obviously they doubling down with Power Worlds.
Oh yeah. Power World got announced on the PlayStation. Shit. But we also got Midnight Walk, which was announced. And I guess it comes from the creators of Lost in Random. It becomes a claymation style game with some rather Tim Baran-esque art. What? Illiteracy, maybe. We do not yet have a release window for the Midnight Walk, so they don't have a release window for it, but it's gonna be on PSVR. Are they still selling PSVRs? Who's buying that shit, bro? What?
People, man. You don't want to buy the Oculus or the Apple VR, so
we got PSVR for you.
Yeah. Xbox making their own,
HTC Live no more?
Xbox is making their own.
Yeah.
Oh, it can be another Kinect failure. Oh my god, look at this.
Chill out. The Kinect was fire.
I feel like Connect
the
Connect was fire.
for
I ain't
real.
gonna lie.
It was
Connect
definitely
was
ahead of
fire.
its time.
I used that as my mic for the longest. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Talking about you, yeah, I muted the fuck out of you immediately.
He's able to get his Connect mic ass out of here.
Xbox turn off. Got his ass. Get him up out my lobby.
Bro, that shit used to be so dirty, bro.
You hear no. Gone. Oh, out of there. No, Connect was ahead of his time. I like the Connect. Shit was fire. Hell is Us gets a new gameplay trailer. We got a new trailer for Hell is Us to showcase another horror game that looks a bit like a Souls-like game. It includes sword combat, a drone on your shoulder, and does not yet have a release date for PlayStation. Ladies and gentlemen, I am reading these descriptions off IGN, so please take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. All right,
that's cool.
They're the ones that just happen to have the best layout of the games that were at the state of play. But please, just take them with a grain of salt. They're talking about a fucking horror game that's a Souls-like. And I watched the trailer. I don't know what they're talking about. But we got Power World.
Like a Elden Ring.
So what?
Everything Souls like after
Everything. The new Naruto gonna be Souls-like. Watch.
Hell yeah. Watch it.
You better believe it.
Power World is out, especially amidst its lawsuit. With who's suing the shit out of them right now? Was it Nintendo?
Yeah, Nintendo and Game Freak, right? That was a
yeah.
developer striker.
Good shit.
Oh yeah, Nintendo's
Your boys.
publisher Game Freak's
They
Yo,
said
guys.
fuck that shit.
You man? Game Freak.
Can y'all hear?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's your
Yeah.
boy.
I mean, I grew up with it, but
You the professional Pokemon player, man. Them your guys. Them your guys.
y'all gonna pick up the next game?
The Pokemon game?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm waiting for Power Worlds to be crossplay for real, bro.
Yeah, we need that.
They got my attention. Guns, nigga. Pokemon and guns. You
Selling
catch
point.
people.
The PS5 release is postponed in Japan though for Power World. So
You got it on PC
Yeah,
anyway, so it don't matter.
region locked. So whoever buys it gonna be fucked. Like damn.
And that's what communism looks like, people.
We got Metro Awakening is another VR game arriving on November 7th. We also have Arch Age Chronicles releasing in 2025. Like I said, very underwhelming state of play event. We're gonna get back to the main event. And we got Lunar Remastered Collection, right? Also, we got the TMNT Shredder's Revenge Radical Reptiles DLC, which is free and out now. We have Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remaster, which is coming in December. We have Hitman 3 VR, which arrives in December. We have Fantasia arriving on December 5th. A lot of December coming out. We got Sonic X Shadow Generations, which has, obviously everyone knows who's voicing Shadow, the OG. We got Keanu Reeves voicing Shadow in the Sonic X Shadow Generations DLC or whatever. We also have Lego Horizons Adventures, which will live on November 14th. We have Towers of Agasba. Stop releasing games we can't pronounce the name. All right, it's gonna fail.
Yeah,
We got
Striker.
Fear Spotlight, which gets a new trailer. Alan Wake 2 DLC, which is coming October of this year on the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. We also have Dynasty Warriors. We have Lego Fortnite Split Screen. And we have new PS5 controller colors announced with their Chrome editions, their Chroma collections. Just to, kind of get diverted a little bit. Everybody who was complaining about the PS5 Pro, I want to say personally, fuck all y'all, because y'all were suckers for that expensive ass 30th anniversary edition. That did look fire, I'm not gonna lie. But that as soon as they dropped that, and it's more expensive. As soon as they dropped that, everybody shut up about it and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna buy it." I'm like, "Okay, well this is the problem. They just threw a skin on your complaints, and they gonna buy it."
That's gamers' number one weakness, bro. Skins.
Look at that. Number one thing they be complaining about, fucking skins and shit. Threw a skin on your damn overpriced console you said you wouldn't buy. Charge you more for it and got your ass. So that's all I'm gonna say on that one.
But think about it. Modern skins be priced at like $20 fucking, right? Ain't that crazy? That's a third of a game.
It
on the
is
skin. And the games be first person too. You don't even see that shit.
at all.
That's the thing. It's not about you seeing it. It's the other person. Tell me how I look.
Oh, look at this stuff. You spent $20.
That look fine. Should I get it?
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Hey, no, what's that one ring got, yo? Hey, everybody said around me.
Hmm? Oh, the Rat King helmet.
Oh,
Oh, God.
everybody put the Rat King. I ain't gonna lie, I had to go to the kiosk and buy Rat King so you could see that shit, bro.
I appreciate you. Fuck you, Bungie. Nah, just kidding.
Nigga said, "That's it. Where is it?"
Oh,
Do we get a damage buff?
god damn. Well, we also got also nothing. Sorry. We back to Ghost of Tsushima 2, which is Ghost of one more time, Razor. How you say it?
Hold on, bro. I was bullshit. Let me ask Google how you say
Yeah,
it.
ask Google how you say this game. Ghost of Yotei. I'm gonna say you right. Let's see. Are you right?
Let's see.
You're gonna say Yodi.
You know, Yotei.
Yotei?
Yotei.
Oh shit.
Oh man,
Oh damn. He's all fucking that up.
he put his little spin on that thing. Pause. Jeez.
Well,
Yeah.
according to IGN, this is arguably the biggest announcement from the shows yesterday. It's not arguably, it is the biggest announcement from the show yesterday. Was that the sequel of Ghost of Tsushima will be arriving in 2025. Well, it is true the new game will be titled Ghost of Yotei and focus on new protagonist Atsu. The announcement trailer gave us a pretty good look of what we can expect from the upcoming game. It didn't. I don't know what it didn't. It was a trailer. So
Yeah, it was a cinematic trailer.
yeah, don't, like I said, this is from
It was still
IGN.
the best thing.
Facts, and that's great. I feel like every state of play is just a showcase for one big game, and it kind of bothers me
And
because
everything else just an additive.
yeah,
Hey, you got this too.
they're so unorganized when it comes to the state of play. Like you could have easily waited 2 weeks and announced your PS5 Pro here. Like I don't know why they didn't do that, and then show like gameplay of the new Ghost of Tsushima on it, and be like, oh shit, okay, well if it's gonna be like that, I want to play it. But I guess the reason they don't do that is because it probably won't perform any different on a PS5 Pro than it will on a PS5. But so I get it, whatever. But yeah, Ghost of Tsushima 2 is finally here. I trust Sucker Punch just because of what they did with Ghost of Tsushima. I'm not sure how this story is going to play out. We don't know, unlike what IGN said, we don't know much about the game. All we know is that we got a cinematic trailer. It looked good visually, and we got a female protagonist now. That's it.
Well, because I know Ghost of Tsushima was like it was a historical game,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So is this one the same thing? So we can get a little insight into what happened or what like that's gonna be about.
We don't know.
You don't know?
We'll have much information on it yet. I'm assuming we're gonna get more information. You know how they announced it at the Game Awards? Like there'll be more trailers. There's usually a lot more trailers at the Game Awards, you know, as we're waiting on like announcements here and there in between. I'm thinking this will probably be one of the bigger trailers we see if they actually show some gameplay. So probably in the next 3 months, we'll see more gameplay coming out by PlayStation. I'm guessing we'll see a lot more information at the actual Game Awards for this game. That's going to be my best guess because that's the same thing we got last year when it came to like Wukong. We saw a lot more gameplay on Wukong at the Game Awards. We saw a lot more gameplay on like we saw a lot of Hellblade 2. We even saw Death Stranding. We saw more about Death Stranding last year at the Game Awards than we have all year. I haven't even heard much of it this year at all. I don't even think it's coming out next year. Is it? If it is, it's coming out at the end of next year. But so usually they hold a lot of that for the Game Awards. Whatever. I really think they should bring back E3. I think they should bring that back. I don't know. This whole PlayStation events and Xbox showcases be so underwhelming. I wish we had E3 again because that was
It was lit.
It was lit. It was pretty lit. I hate that COVID
love
killed
that.
it, but it was lit.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what GDC's for.
What's that?
It was the Game Developer Conference.
Who watches that?
Gamers.
Oh.
Sounds like something for devs.
A little bit of both, but like they also announce and show things that they're working on.
Striker, the point was, if it's not popular enough and nobody can say, "Oh yeah," then that's the problem. Everybody knew E3.
You watch that whatever he just said last night. What?
What the fuck was that?
The what?
What is that? I think the Game Awards is on Peacock this year too, so that's how you know game is getting bigger. Like Xfinity picked that shit up. Next thing you know, we gonna have it on Netflix, and then gaming gonna just be, you know,
Shit, Netflix already got games on that motherfucker.
They do. The moment they host the Game Awards, it's over. It's gonna be too popular. Prices gonna skyrise. But yeah, just buy this game for $100. Fuck 90, $100. Just make it even. $100.
Even. Just go ahead and
buy a game for $100.
Just give him a Benji, all right? God damn it. Oh man. But yeah. That's all we got.
It's worth more than the console.
Oh yeah, most definitely. 5 games equal a console.
That's tough.
7.
No, 7 now. Mm-hmm.
7 now. Sorry. 7 games.
Get it right.
For the upcoming games for October, we have Until Dawn Remaster and we have Silent Hill 2 Remake. I'm seeing some controversy over Silent Hill 2 Remake, honestly.
Really? What kind of controversy? Well,
people are saying that it's going to be a lot different than the original, even though it's a remake. Because it's obviously a different company making it. They picked it up, and they're putting their own little twist on there. They kind of put like a Resident Evil remake twist on it, and that's what people were complaining about. I don't know. I thought the Resident Evil looked pretty good, and I heard that had good reactions out of it when it dropped. But I guess maybe people weren't feeling that for Silent Hill 2.
Resident Evil game?
4? Which one just got remade? 4? Resident Evil 4 or something? Yeah. So I guess it's got that kind of a artistic style to it, and people were kind of a little upset about that. I don't know. The game's very old, so I've never played any Silent Hill. Even 2's decades old. So I think the new players coming into this that won't even know the difference. I think it should be a good game, but maybe those old heads are like, oh no, it didn't look like this back in the day. Obviously, no shit, dumbass. It's gonna, not appeal to them. Maybe that's what they're saying. Who knows? People just talk. It's the internet. They like to start up bullshit. For the Game Pass, we have Microsoft is planning to combine its Xbox Game Pass and Xbox mobile apps into a single application soon. This is news. Oh my God, it's the first time I'm reading this. The software maker is testing a new version of the Xbox app for iOS and Android this week that includes features from separate Xbox Game Pass apps. We got Aura History Untold, which is being added to the Game Pass Ultimate and PC. We got Frostpunk 2, which is being added to the Game Pass, both Ultimate and PC. And we have Wargroove 2, which is Xbox Cloud Gaming Beta. So that's interesting. For the PS Extra updates this month, we have Last of Us Part 1 finally coming to PlayStation Extra, even though it is 2 years old now.
It's over a decade over in my eyes.
Yeah, the game is over a decade old. The remaster is like maybe 6 years old, and then we have 8 years old, and then we have the actual remake, which is 2 years old now, that finally came to their Extra program. Thank you, Sony. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. We also have WWE 2K 2024 coming and Dead Space both coming to the PlayStation Extra. Sorry. That concludes a lot of our gaming news. That includes all of it. So everything you heard, that was the gaming portion of the show notes. We got all that done and sold. Go ahead.
I kind of want to backtrack to the Ghost of Yotei. Damn, I forgot how I said Yotei shit. Yeah, just cause, like the controversy. I don't get it. I part of me thinks it's not actual gamers saying that, because let's be real, right? I don't even know what the ratio of male gamers to female gamers are, but regardless, a majority of male gamers and female gamers are love female characters. I'm not gonna cap. I'm thinking I typically try to stay 50-50, but I think I play more female characters than I do male characters in games.
Oh, I do too.
The controversy, well, that's why it's split. So a lot of people are saying they can't wait for there to be a hot spring scene the previous.
Okay, well, there's always going to be those guys, you know what I mean? But
and then the other side is kind of sort of being led by, I don't know if you know who Asmongold is or
I know who he is.
He was on his shit and he was like, do I get the option to play as a guy? I don't want to play as a chick. And then it started a snowball effect, which led to people kind of sort of attacking the main characters, like that lady who portrays Yotei. on Twitter, and now she's just
It's
banning.
crazy, bro. I've always hated
She's
people
what now?
attacking the real life actors and voice
Oh my
actors. It's
God.
like, bro, they're not that person, bro.
She's
You
just
realize
banning
that,
niggas,
right?
like right away. Yeah, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like I'm like I think the Black Hokage mentioned this shit, and I like totally agree with it. I think the majority of the negativity we see surrounding games don't come from gamers. I'm gonna just say that right now, and I totally agree with that. Actually, they either don't come from gamers or they come from gamers who don't even play the games. And I think he was mentioning that shit on stream when he was talking about. I guess he had made a comment. He was saying like, look, I appreciate criticism, and I appreciate people like, you know, coming in and giving their 2 cents or whatever. But I guess he was coming from a standpoint from, he was thanking Kai for what he did for, like, you know, the Elden Ring hype or whatever, like the rebirth of the Elden Ring awakening, and how it just exposed a lot of casual gamers to the field or whatever. And so he was saying, he was basically just giving a rundown like, you know, I appreciate that a lot of people are getting into games, and I'll never knock that. But he was like, please don't come to my stream, you know, telling me how to be the boss when all you do is play 2K and Call of Duty, right? And so I just thought that was kind of funny, because then he went on like a tangent about like how negativity surrounding like video games and controversy and all this stuff really doesn't even come from inside the gaming community. It comes from like people who either don't play those games or just trying to, you know, incite some type of like negativity and spark like an argument
they want to push.
Exactly. And I was like, damn, that's very true, because a lot of times when we're even talking amongst each other, we're like, no, like we don't feel this way. Like I said, a lot of times when I'm playing games, I make a female character just because I like looking at women. So I'm like,
Exactly,
I
bro.
really
It's
have no issue
pleasurable,
playing
you know
a
what I'm
female antagonist. I mean, a protagonist. It's not an issue for me at all. I don't care. Now, this is one thing too, that since we're on the topic of like femininity or whatever, Dragon Age Veilguard, they have some quite interesting character creation.
Yeah, that shit is
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, so you can have surgical scars on your breasts now that that, you know, indicate that you've had transition surgery to become a transgender, or you're like non-binary or whatever. And of course, IGN had posted that, like, not posted, but she was like in an interview, it was like a journalist that worked for IGN. She was like, "Oh, well, this is like the most she's basically, I'm gonna paraphrase here, but she says something along the lines of like, this is what all the gamers have been waiting for.
Groundbreaking.
I'm like, groundbreaking. I'm like, no one's been asking for that. I don't know what, like, I'm not here to knock that. Look, you support whatever you want to support. I'm here for it. Everybody, if you know, you love what you love, but nobody was asking for it. We don't sit there and go, damn, I really wish there's a game that can come out where I can just change my gender. Like, no, or like have surgical scars on your penis or on your breast and shit like that. No gamers are sitting up here asking for that. And she was basically saying like, oh, well, you know, it's giving us representation, this and that. I'm like, it's a video game. Oh my God, you don't hear black people complaining about not having enough representation in video games, bro.
I wouldn't even just that general, but like if they got that, but they only got one black hairstyle, and that's cornrows.
Yep. And it's always that, bro. It's always a fro or cornrows, man. You don't hear us complaining. And it's like, dude, it's gaming.
A fade, bro.
No, you can't get a fade.
They didn't get a fade, bro. And I don't want to get one in real life, because that shit be costing like $50 now.
Your barber get a ring light and charge $100. But no, it's just crazy to me, man. Like the narrative that, you know, I guess media is just pushing on gaming, and I'm like, dude, we really, gaming is a place we go to escape reality. We really don't want that shit here. Like, honest to God, we deal with it enough outside in the public. You can't say who you honestly want to vote for these days. You can't say this, you can't say that. You're gonna get threatened to be canceled, whatever, X, Y, and Z. So we go to video games to escape reality, right? It's supposed to be an escape from reality. That is originally why people enjoy playing video games so much. We can sit down, enjoy something, we can spend our time into something, invest our time into something, and have fun. You know, usually have fun, right? Supposed to. But now all these agendas are being pushed and thrown into our comfort zones, and it's like, why? Like, why can't we just go back to the days where we just played the game to have fun, and we didn't comment on if this character was non-binary or if this character was male or female, or have arguments about who's this character fucking that's not really fucking in a video game? Like, why are we doing that? Like, when did we get here? That's my point. You know,
Yeah, I think I can't remember when I said this, but like it goes back to like something I mentioned. Like I think I agree with you. I think one of the points of video games is not to find yourself in the game, but to step into someone else's, like a whole nother persona's shoes entirely.
Story.
Be something else that you aren't and experience that point of view. And people have lost that. People have lost that that light. And I feel like I don't know what it is exactly. I guess maybe, because that's like a deep societal type of conversation. I don't know exactly what it is, but everyone wants to see themselves. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not the people. It's not the people, because gamers didn't, like, no one asked for that. Like he's actually saying, think about it. Dragon's Dogma had a character creator. No one said anything about it. What other? Baldur's Gate had a character creator. Nobody said anything about it. No one was like, oh, it'd be really cool if you added in being transgender or surgical scars, right? Nobody said that, right? But if you actually look into it, look at who is the CEO of the project, who like spearheaded the development of that game. It's a transgender person. That's why it's in the game. It's not.
Wow.
They're not gonna tell you that. You have to dig for that. But it's not an attack on anybody. But it's not. Like, we can't blame,
but it's being pushed. Yeah,
it's just being pushed. That's it.
Yeah,
it's not always the people, because I don't think anybody's asking for that.
It's not, and it's crazy, dude. It's just, it's like you said, Razor. No one goes into Last of Us and go, oh well, you know, I wish Ellie was a dude, right? No, you're supposed to be playing Ellie. Or no one goes into Spider-Man and goes, well, I wish Spider-Man had Hulk powers. I know, bro. He's supposed to be swinging from the fucking from the city tops and shit like that. Like, we go into these games to play as this character, right? That's the intention. We're supposed to be playing it from the developer's perspective, right? From how they want us to play the game, right? And somehow we're getting into this whole, well, I want to be represented in this game. Well, then go make your own game. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be represented so bad, go make a game. And then have people play you. That's fine. That's fine and dandy. If people buy into it, they buy into it. But don't sit up here and try to have every single thing pushed into every single game. Like, no, like we're just trying to play games. That's it. Can we just play games? Can we just play games and not have all these agendas pushed onto us?
Please. And also, you know, like I say, like, we're pretty, you know, acceptable, tolerable people on this show too. Like, I also think, like, it's not a problem that it's included. The problem is it's prioritized over everything else in the game, and it's like, bro, I don't mind it being included, but like, you know, like I doubt IGN explored anything else about Dragon Age.
No, they
just
did not.
That. Yeah, it was like, I can tell. Like, it's just prioritized, and it's like, bro, that shouldn't be the forefront. Like, oh man, I don't think we ever really talked about this, but did y'all ever hear about, what's it called, Dustborn? So it was a game that came out, like, I want to say maybe a few months ago, right? By them boys, Quantic Dream, right? It's Mike.
Yep.
No. Wait,
Quantic Dream.
Yeah. So it was a story about the power of words, and like it even had a trigger button, and you know it failed spectacularly. And it's like, bro, it goes to show, like, yeah, maybe people will be online and say, hey, yeah, this is what we want to see, but
4% like
we said before. Like we said before, those people, they aren't playing your game. They're not buying your product. They're just like, they just see a random ad online that supports their views and go, hey, this is great, and give you a like on Twitter, and that's it. That's the
IGN gave it a 7 out of 10.
Of course they did. I doubt they beat the game. I doubt it.
They gave it a 7 out of 10. I ain't gonna. Hey, you know, you gotta. Hey, shit. It says Google says 4% like this video game. Damn,
that's higher than Wukong. They scored higher than Wukong. That's crazy. That's
crazy, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like, but that's the point exactly. I hope they realize it's like, yeah, maybe you have that audience online, but that is it. They are they are internet warriors. They're not playing your game.
You're not playing the game.
You're not gonna buy your product. They're just gonna say, oh, hey, this is cool, and move on with their lives.
That's it, bro. That is it.
Like, bro, that's not your. It's just like some people were saying a while ago, it's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but they aren't your audience, and you should prioritize
Your
pleasing your
audience.
audience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Prioritize your
Yeah.
audience. So I don't know
By
with
all
this.
means, include it to widen your audience and make it, tolerable
Yeah.
for other people. But like, keep to the core audience and please them because they're the ones that are going to support you. They're the ones that are going to
100%.
buy your shit.
100%. Like I'm all for inclusion, right? I'm all for it because it doesn't bother me at the end of the day. Like if it's a good game, I could care less. The extras that get added to it, as long as the core game is great. But first of all, like we said, focus on your audience that you already have that's playing your game, your actual consumers and your people supporting you. Then you can add on all the extra stuff. That's fine. But the priority should be your audience, and the priority should be at its base foundation, creating a good game. If we're focusing on, surgical scars over gameplay, I think that's a problem. In my opinion, like I ain't buying a game just to say I'm a transgender. I ain't doing all that. Like it ain't that deep. Games are getting expensive these days. I would like to get my money's worth out of these video games, and having all this damn controversy put into these games, I'm not for it. But yeah, back to Ghost of Tsushima 2. I mean, like I said, I trust them over there at Sucker Punch, and I'm thinking it's gonna be a pretty good game. I'm hoping it's gonna be a pretty good game.
That shit was fuego.
Yeah, I mean the first one was one of the best games I played. So I mean I think it's gonna be good. I don't think they'll mess us up. I'm pretty excited to play as a new protagonist. I'm actually glad they went this route because I honestly I'm gonna promise you this, and I've said it before. I did not think Ghost of Tsushima needed a second game in the first place. So the fact that they're making a sequel, but they're throwing it in a different direction with somebody new, it's almost on the borderline of a new game, but still technically being a sequel. So I'm with that. It's kind of like I'm
assuming
just
like same
Black
series.
Myth is about to do. Yeah, same series. They're just doing a series, which I like. Yeah. I think more games should go that direction instead of trying to push out 6 fucking games for a title. They should just be pushing out series like what Black Myth's doing. I like that. I appreciate that because then it doesn't get old. It's refreshing and it still feels familiar, but it's new at the same time. So I appreciate it because I genuinely did not think that Ghost of Tsushima needed a second game. I knew they were gonna make one because cash cow, but it's just one of those things where I was like, if y'all make it with the Jin again, I don't think y'all are gonna succeed as much as you would have on the first one because he kind of had a conclusion of a story. Like his story concluded at the end of the game, and I like that. And I like what they did with it. So I didn't think he needed anything else to tell on his story. It was kind of, I wouldn't even say it was ambiguous at the end because it was kind of, but he did his mission. He concluded it, and that was it. I didn't need anything else told after that. So this direction they're going, beating a dead horse, but I'm supporting it. I like it. I think this is the best direction they could have went.
I do want to speak on that because they commented on that. They did like an interview and said Sucker Punch explains why they chose not to continue Jin Sakaki's story. I'm probably saying that wrong.
But, they did it? Okay.
Yeah, they said we wanted to continue to innovate to create something fresh but familiar. We looked beyond Jin's story and the island of Tsushima and shifted our focus to the idea of the ghost instead. At Sucker Punch, we love origin stories and wanted to explore what it could mean to have a new hero wearing a ghost mask and uncovering a new legend. This led us to Ghost of Yotei, a new protagonist, a new story to unfold, and a new region of Japan to explore. So I think they were also stating that, developers and studios that get those success stories on that first one, play it safe and continue and then leech off of those things, like other companies have done. And they didn't want to take that path, which I think is pretty dope.
It's dope, and so thank you for reading that statement that you're following that because that just like I was saying, it's just I appreciate something like that because more developers need to do that instead of like beating just copy and pasting. We had this conversation before. I think we had a hot topic over it. If we were talking about originality in video games and stuff like that, and I think that was a really good episode actually, but I do like I think we were talking about God of War, right? And I would appreciate. Obviously, we know Kratos. He ain't going nowhere. He gonna have another game. But I think, it would be more original to go on and carry on your story with Loki, and kill off Kratos. I thought that would have been great. I think it's something that everyone could have seen coming, but not expected because of Sony. So if they would have just killed him off completely and went off with Loki, that would have been great. That would have been very original. Obviously, we know they probably didn't have any trust that people would buy into that. No matter how hard the quarter fans think they are, I don't think any of them would have played a Loki game. I would have, because I think it would have been cool to have something original other than another Kratos game. But
question. So personally, with that same concept in mind,
I knew it. I was waiting, nigga.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
With that concept in mind, would you play another title of Spider-Man that they kill off Peter Parker and Miles Morales is now the main Spider-Man?
Oh yeah. They should have been did that. Honestly, I don't know why they haven't. I enjoy playing as Miles, even though it was more like a DLC than a full blown game they charged for. I enjoyed playing that more than I did Spider-Man, the original one, the first one. I enjoyed the little 4-hour version a lot more. I think Miles has more swag to him. I think he's just more hip. He's more relevant to the culture. I connect more with Miles than I do with Peter for obvious reasons. But I mean, I love Peter, don't get me wrong. But I think Peter is just so played out. We've been playing as Peter for decades. Like, if you're throwing, that's what I didn't really like too much about Spider-Man 2, because it's like, if you're going to introduce Miles, he should kind of be the main focus of the game. They're still hanging on to Peter too much. Let's get rid of Peter. Let's do him like we do in the comics. Let's have Miles take the torch, and let's just run full speed with that. I don't think they're gonna do that. I think Spider-Man 3 is gonna still have Peter in it, but I mean, what can you say?
For sure. I feel like they're definitely gonna still have it, but I can definitely see us.
It's a cash cow. Like they're cash grabbing. They're not trying. People aren't trying to be original. They're trying to just play off people's emotions and then sell a quick dollar. Which is fine, I guess. Business is business, but I would like more originality put into a lot of these stories and storytelling. That's why, like I said, I'll continue to say it. Last of Us 2, I hold it in high regards because of what it did. It was original. You can't say it wasn't original. It pissed people off, but it was very original in what they did. They did not play that shit safe. It upset a lot of people, and I like that. But I ain't gonna beat down that horse again. But
I stand behind the idea that it was a good idea, but terrible execution.
They did execute it terribly. They could have redid it in a way where you could possibly sympathize for Abby, but the fact that they did it, I give them their praise for that. But yeah, I agree with you on that. But yeah, Spider-Man, I think they need to kill off Peter. Bro. Like it's time.
100%.
Will we still play? Yes, but
I mean, absolutely. I mean, you're gonna see Peter one more time, but I feel like if they do kill him off, could be seen a resurrection for this
8 games
since
bro.
one. I feel like that whole build up, and that's why I've been saying, I feel like they're doing really good with the story, and I'm getting that they're gonna get to that point. Spider-Man 3.
They might.
That shit ain't gonna matter though, because Spider-Man game series are always like reboots or reimagining. So Peter will come back and die. It's very different from God of War. Like if Kratos dies in God of War, that is it. We're not getting another Kratos unless they go back in the past. But if Spider-Man dies, the next one's just gonna be Spider-Man another name, and then it's gonna be a retelling, and we're gonna have Origin Peter again. So like it
we got the multiverse, so shit. Peter can come back anytime he wants, really, if they introduce a multiverse in the fucking.
And then I feel like it's a little different too with that, because like with Kratos, it's with comic book characters, they're like their stories are circles. They always go back to their starting origin point, their comic or whatever. But Kratos, that's a linear story. Like he can't go backwards, he can't reset. So killing off Kratos is a good idea for when he gets told and played out. But niggas like Spider-Man, Batman, you're always gonna prefer. Like I can see why. Like if you like Miles a little more, you connect with him a little more. But I feel like a majority of Spider-Man fans are always going to prefer Peter Parker. A majority of Batman fans are always going to prefer Bruce Wayne over playing Robin and Batgirl and all. Because they're the bread and butter of the series. Obviously, it's their name. The title's their fucking name. So it's a little different for comic book characters and games, but. If it's done right, they can definitely do it for a series. But then again, at that point, Miles can just get his own series entirely and not even include Peter at all. Just be a separate thing. That's not a DLC size chunk, please. But
that is true.
So a little different when it comes to comic book characters and games, considering how we treat them nowadays.
What if they kill Peter off screen?
Oh god!
Oh shit!
It depends.
That's injustice.
That's something you got to do That's something you got. That's like something you got to do in a brand new series. Like it's we know from the beginning it's going to be focused on Miles, and in the very first game, very first scene, Peter dies, and we see on some Gotham Knights type shit. But like just in the middle of like treating Peter like they did Joel, nah.
Yeah, wow.
So what if their next game is just called Spider-Man, and then in the first 15 minutes, Peter is killed like off screen?
That's cool because it's a whole new series. Peter's Guild, and obviously, because at that point when they market it, there's no way they can market it as, oh, this is you're playing Peter, unless they try to pull one over on us like they did Last of Us. But so that could happen. That could work. I feel.
I think they should go something darker with Spider-Man, like something like that, and then just have it a dark tone set for like I guess Miles if he's the next one, and just have it kind of like honestly, they wouldn't do it, but a rated R Spider-Man would be fucking fire. I ain't gonna lie to you. That reminds me, they didn't show anything about Wolverine at this damn state of play,
which is crazy, ain't it?
Crazy. That's just been in development for a while.
6 years, right?
Yeah, 6 years, I think. And
they got canceled, didn't it? It got leaked.
Nah, it got leaked. It didn't get canceled.
Yeah,
it got leaked. It's still in development.
Fuck it. Y'all got to play it. There's no need to continue.
right.
Y'all want to leak the shit? Bet you ain't getting it no more.
That shit gonna be fire. Like, we need more rated R game superhero stuff, man. Like that was like just like the Netflix series. Nah. What was that? Like the PS2 3 days?
PS4, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it?
What you talking about?
The Daredevil?
No, Deadpool.
Oh, you talking about Deadpool?
Well, of course, Deadpool's R-rated. It's Deadpool.
Yeah. That was a 360 days.
It was I don't know if it was R-rated, but you remember Marvel Nemesis? Was that R-rated?
Nemesis?
I believe so.
Rise of the Imperfects.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Let's see.
That was on PS2, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty old. It was pretty old.
It was rated R though, yeah.
Yeah,
or 16
that one. And it wasn't even gory for real. Not off memory, but they did kill people. That was the R-rated part.
Yeah, that's good.
Are you talking about 2 or 3?
Huh?
You talking about RE Nemesis 2 or 3? Wait, no. Hold on.
I know Arkham Knight was
Nemesis.
Yeah. I know Arkham Knight was rated R. That was a good one.
It was? What was the R-rated portions in there? I don't remember.
I think with I don't remember too.
There was silly, but
Todd,
like they blocked it with Joker. That was like, I ain't gonna lie, that scene was cold.
I think it was mainly just the dialogue they had. It was
okay.
Like they were cussing and shit, so it was like
that's really R nowadays.
Back then, I guess maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Was that 2015? That was a long time ago. I liked the Arkham Knight though. I think that was a pretty good Arkham Knight. Yeah, pretty good game. Jason Todd as what was he called? The
Red Hood.
Red Hood. Yeah.
Well, no, he was the Arkham Knight, but then he changed to Red Hood.
Yeah,
that's how he became Red Hood. Fucking that universe, I guess.
Yep. But yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. Oh, this is not really important, but like I hated how you didn't really have a true boss fight with Scarecrow in that game. That was my biggest I was like, what the fuck? He was portrayed as the main villain and all the material promotions and shit, and then you don't get no real boss fight with him, bro. They could have even done something like they did in the other games where you just like have a little nightmare situation you got to run through or something, but nothing, fucking nothing. Bruce just treats him like a B-lister. Crazy.
Yeah, we need a new Batman game, a new good one. I'm surprised there isn't one in development. They got that VR one, but other than that,
they gonna keep milking the old man. I swear, just like Last of Us, them Batman games have been re-released so many times.
I swear,
so
bro.
many different ways.
I swear. And they're kind of like a gold, superhero games can be a gold mine if they do them right.
Yeah, but I do think they intended for Arkham Knight to be the end of that series, though.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. Yeah.
Because if you get the true ending, like he does the protocol where he blows the mansion and everything the fuck up. Which I don't think he dies. I think he just like does the shit where he moves to Paris with Catwoman or some shit. But
oh shit, I got a new leak from your boys at Rocksteady. Rain. He said a new Batman game is reportedly in the works from Rocksteady, and it might be a PS exclusive.
They my boys know.
Yeah, your boys over there at Rocksteady. They said, Rain, buy another season pass from us. We got
You know what
you.
I'm saying? They had to do something fire after that fucking Suicide Squad.
That's still running, by the way.
Oh yeah, people love that Mrs. Freeze.
That's what out now? Is it season 3?
I mean,
out
I
now?
think that was last. Oh, is there a new season? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's still Mrs. Freeze.
I see the audience review. The first one I see is, this game is not worth picking up, and I heavily advise anyone against picking it up. Please, the gameplay is repetitive as heck. None of the characters have any growth whatsoever.
Please don't pick this.
Please don't.
He
Please
sounds so
save your money.
sad. He's so sad.
Yeah, bro.
Please don't pick it up.
I mean, I'd be sad as hell if I bought that game solo, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He wrote a whole essay on this. This is so funny. These people seem so sad. I don't blame them, bro. I don't blame them.
At all.
Oh my god, I don't know how to keep. They're keeping it running off pure willpower at this point. Like they know they losing money, but they're keeping it up anyway. Rocksteady, they losing money.
Oh, man.
They're like, you know what? Hey, yeah, shit, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. But shit.
So,
What else we got? We got some TV news.
Mm-hmm.
I like TV.
Well, anime news. We ain't talked about anime in a little bit.
I like
That's
that.
Solo Leveling season 2, early 2025.
Sung Jin Woo.
Mm-hmm. Sung Jin Woo.
Sung Jin Woo.
Alone.
Wasn't that your Discord name for a little bit?
Yeah.
That's where that comes from? I have to watch that now, damn it. Uzumaki Spiral into Horror. That is not a Naruto reference, correct? That is the
It's
the horror
a-
anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. People gonna be looking at that just to think Naruto gonna pop up. Believe it. And
He done that.
Yeah, put in the
Little
blink.
kid gonna buy it. Think it's gonna be Naruto and get scarred for life.
ooh, a new Naruto. Psych.
Little Timmy's done for.
In facts. We got Uglies released. Oh shit. You know what's crazy?
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading this right and it's popping up on my TV right now. Uglies.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch it? Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, that's to the list because
Uglies off of what?
Netflix.
Netflix. Yeah.
Yes, and it's in the top movies on Netflix right now. So, Rebel Ridge is too. Rebel Ridge still on there? Yeah,
Yeah, it's going hard. You know, that's what social media does.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Netflix been on point lately because we got a couple honorable mentions from. American Gangster's back on Netflix, by the way. That's a good movie. If anybody ain't seen American Gangster, y'all need to for sure. That's a history lesson right there. Your boy Denzel Washington playing the American Gangster. But besides the Uglies, we got Challengers starring Zendaya. Ooh, on Amazon Prime. I love Zendaya.
How they get him?
About a tennis player turned coach.
Mm-hmm. You remember it was a big thing like when it was like the movie actually released in theaters because like there was a scene where she was sitting between the two dudes and they were kissing her.
Oh yeah.
That's what that was. Movie. Yeah, that's that movie.
But
So in my head was like, damn, she getting another tennis movie? What's the hype?
All right. We also have oh shit, the games are on Netflix are on the TV now. That's weird. Cool. But we also have the Mr. McMahon that dropped, the docuseries that dropped on Netflix, I think a couple days ago. I've been watching it. I'm 4 episodes in out of the 6 already. It is really good. If you want to like see the history of the WWE and all the scandals that Vince McMahon dodged in the early 90s and shit, and then obviously the most recent one he couldn't like.
Yeah, I wasn't stuck.
Yo, he was in it because obviously this interview came. These interviews were before he was relieved himself last year. He was mid-interview and the dude said, damn, what the fuck he said? I'm paraphrasing here. But Vince was basically like, yeah, I mean, I didn't do it. They said I was guilty, but like, I wasn't. And I was like, oh, that was great. That was a great job convincing us that you didn't do that shit, man. And then he was like, yeah, it was consensual. And then, this is what he said. He said it was consensual. And then he said, but even if it wasn't, it's past the statute of limitations. So, I mean.
Fried.
I said, what, nigga? Nigga, what you just say, bro? I was guilty. You know a nigga guilty when he say that shit. Who's
Yep.
thinking of that, bro?
A criminal.
I'm like, y'all let this nigga say that on the interview, bro.
Hey, ratings, bro. They want you to say some
Crazy,
shit
man.
like that.
I peeped. I said, the fuck?
All he had to do was wink after that, and it would have been a wrap.
A rap. And then you see in the like these subtitles pop up, these texts pop up. And it said the state of New York had lifted their statute of limitations briefly for all victims. And Vince McMahon paid out a multi-million-dollar settlement to his alleged immediately. I said, yes, sir. He raped her ass. That's not funny, ladies and gentlemen, but it's funny how these rich people, react to some of this shit. That shit.
They got money to, do this stuff.
Diabolical. That boy said, well, I mean, it was consensual, but if it wasn't, it's past the statute of limitations now. You cannot get away with saying shit like that. That shit is funny. Oh my god. But yeah, that's out right now. I've been enjoying it. It's been showing like it's got all these WWE superstars and they're talking about Vince. It's showing like all these damn old clips and stuff like that. Even Vince, he was like, they were asking him like, yeah, do you regret anything you've done? He's like, no, I don't regret anything in my life. And then he was like, yeah, look, I mean, stuff we did back then, those were the times back then. Like, it was just, that was the life we lived. And that was, everything that we did was just normal back then. Like, obviously there's things we if we do it today, it wouldn't, it would be a lot of backfire. But back then, it was fine. And I immediately thought about when this dude said nigga to Booker T, bro. I was like, immediately thought about it. I'm like, yep, you get your ass fried up for that shit these days. What's up, my nigga? Gold. No. Gold. On TV. Shit crazy, bro. Great, fantastic.
Like, you know what? Why can't I do that?
Facts.
Started fights across the world, boy.
John Cena 6, huh? Did he say that? What the fuck? Oh my god! But yeah, it's very entertaining. We also got Monsters, which is like the next docu series, the next drama limited series by the same ones over there who made Dahmer, the Dahmer series. Same creators. And it's about Eric and Lyle Menendez, so the Menendez brothers. I think this was the case back in the 90s. About two brothers who killed their parents. It takes off from there. But that's a really good show. I just finished that over the weekend. Dang. That was extremely good, I would say, for myself. I think I liked it better than Dahmer. I don't know.
How many episodes?
It's 9. It's 9 episodes.
Fried that motherfucker, but
I fried that bitch up. That shit was great. I ain't gonna lie. It was a good show. It really. I like the way they designed the show. So they took it from a standpoint of like, because obviously they could only go off like the court documents, right? And so it is factual based off what we know as the public about the case, but they took an approach on most of the episodes and gave you the perspective of like the audience watching the case at the time, the point of view from the brothers, the point of view from the parents, the point of view from prosecutors. It was very well done, I will say. Like, so everybody had their own point of view on what happened on the case and what people believed. And I think they just took a very unique turn on the series. So it left your mind wondering, like, damn, like, what did happen? And I found myself going through the show, like, fact checking a lot of stuff. Because I'm like, damn, did this book really come out? Did he really say this? And yeah, it was true. Like, a lot of stuff that was going on in most of the stuff that was going on in the show, if not all of it, actually happened. They were even showing like glimpses of like, actual trial recordings and stuff like that. It was pretty dope how they put this together. Pretty creative, I will say. And then another thing I'll give them credit for is the actors' performance on it. Like the two brothers who portrayed the actual real brothers, they did their research. Obviously, they visited the actual killers inside the prisons over there in LA. I mean, in California. They did a lot of research and they really got down to the nitty gritty on acing this role. And I think it was kind of scary almost. I'm like, damn, like, y'all motherfuckers, I thought y'all was like, I was thinking that these guys really were the ones killing their parents. I'm like, damn, this it was just that you feel that in tune with the show. And so I do highly recommend it. It is number 1 on the TV shows right now. And it's a really good, crime series. I would say it's a limited series. It's really good. I trust it. Obviously, I had a lot of faith in it since Dahmer was such a success. I really enjoyed the way Dahmer was put together. So this one left. I don't think it left any crumbs on the table, in my opinion. There was controversy though, because I think Eric Menendez, the actual killer, he had made a comment and he said like, "Oh, I wasn't portrayed accurately. This and that." And so the producer, I found it funny and I dropped the link in Discord, but he was basically like, he's like, he wouldn't know because he ain't seen the show because he's in prison. So how would he know? So I was like, "Oh shit, true." So it was just funny though, but I don't see why he would say that because most of the stuff that they were saying about the dude, like when you go and look it up, it was actual like court documents of what he was saying in court. So I don't know why he would say that. And of course he didn't actually see the show, so maybe he was just a little upset of the stuff he was hearing maybe. But regardless, it's a great show and I do recommend everybody who's interested in like that true crime stuff to go check it out, because I like this new approach that we're doing with crime series and just series in general, where they're taking like a lot of stuff that could be a documentary easily, but actually dramatizing it. I really appreciate stuff like that because it brings all the entertainment factor onto the table, and it still gives you the information provided on exactly a lesson in it. So I liked it. I'll shut up about it, but I liked it. I'm guessing I'm the only one that saw it since it did come out this weekend. But we got new music. Y'all want to cover the music? Cause I ain't seen Katy Perry still making music. The fuck?
First, bro. Fandoms don't die.
She's been in the limelight a little bit lately because she was on a talk show or like a podcast, and she said something along the lines of, "All you got to do is clean the kitchen, and I'll suck you." Yeah.
Huh? Oh shit!
Yeah, that shit went viral.
Freak for real?
Yeah.
Katy freaky.
So I think she said that. Yeah, I think she said that before she dropped that album. You know what I mean?
I have a field day in that motherfucker.
Shit.
I stay at home. Stay at home husband. That's me.
That's motivation, like ladies. Take notes.
Just like that.
So, bro. She is married to someone. I forgot. I don't know if it's Orlando Bloom. I could be wrong, but
Russell Brand.
No.
Orlando Bloom. Sorry.
It is Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, Orlando Bloom.
So that nigga tweeted immediately and said, "Yeah, I'm cleaning the kitchen right now."
Yeah, yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I haven't had. There's actually two albums that I have to listen to that came out recently. Future's mixtape. What's that? What the fuck do you call that?
Mixtape Pluto.
Mixtape Pluto. That is like the title. So like it's like 18 tracks. I think I'm like 6 or 7 in. And then there's Lil Tecca. Yep. Get out of my head, bro. Fuck.
It's in the show notes. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it is.
But Lil Tecca, that's another album that's out, And Lil Tecca, he his albums aren't always like the best, but he be having, 1 or 2 of these bangers on that motherfucker as usual. So gotta find out which ones they are. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of any other musical news I have been hip to recently.
Colin Glorilla, what's this?
Oh, shit. Glorilla got a new single.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to listen to that a little later, but okay. I'm gonna have to add that.
And then for Striker, we threw some Bad Bunny on.
That's wild.
Uh-oh.
Bad Bunny.
Hey, put us on, bro.
Why'd you say that so quick? But I couldn't even finish my sentence.
She said for a strike. I seen what it was on the show notes, and I was wondering what is this shit on here? They ain't listen to this. Listening to
I did listen to that song. I listened to it.
Were you?
I did earlier today. I gave it a listen just to check it out.
You want to play it again?
Probably not. I'm not a big Bad Bunny fan.
No, me neither. Fuck that.
Bad Bunny be doing some weird things.
Fuck that guy. Goddamn.
Boy.
Yeah,
you listen to Bad Bunny, Striker?
Hell.
Is it because he's Puerto Rican?
No, it's because he's borderline gay.
Okay.
Oh, so you don't like gay artists? Is that what you're saying, Striker?
This is a dangerous time to be saying that, in, buddy.
Trying to set him up.
He said, "Yeah, all right."
Boy, saw a beam come through the window.
Weave, fuck out of here, yeah, to me.
That boy almost got taken out by IGN.
Facts.
Was
They
the
got him
same
posted.
shooter that shot Trump.
Oh man.
Oh, y'all see the letter that got leaked for the bounty on his head, bro?
On whose head?
On Trump's.
That's funny. No, before you tell us that, I deadass, I was leaving the grocery store today, and I was gonna actually ask her. I was like, 100K on my head, DOA. What you doing?
Oof.
All right, never mind.
I'm
So,
playing.
Go ahead.
No, but serious, like on all serious notes, the DOJ, the Department of Justice, they released the note found by the dude that like did the most recent assassination attempt.
Mm-hmm.
And the note was basically like apologizing, right? He was saying that he got offered 150K to kill Trump, and that he let the American people down, and this and that. And so everybody was like, "Damn! Like we got a letter of the Trump hit before we got the Epstein list," and it was like, "That's crazy." Because I thought that was kind of funny, but the letter is real. Like and so the Fox News published it first, I think, but they were all just like, they were like, "Why would y'all release an open letter of like a hit on a president?" It's like, obviously, it's not saying that there's a hint, it's not confirming it, but why would you even put out something like this? You know, that's basically like putting it out in the air, like, oh, there's a hit, like somebody go take the shot so we can get this 150K. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like an advertisement for a hit, and that's basically what the media was pushing out. And I found that to be crazy, man. But it was all true. It's out. Like if you Google it, like Trump hit 150K. There's 150K out for Trump's head right now. We're not saying, hey, this is not promotion for that. This is just news, guys.
Yeah, we need you to stop saying it. You know what I mean?
In fact, let me stop saying it. I have to blur out the damn number. Damn.
Them boys locked in now.
Secret Service gonna be at my door, man.
Hey, who knows? That shit just got a cut, yo. Like that's the only way that makes sense.
Oh, but yeah, that like shit. They own me.
They own me. It's crazy.
Oh shit.
Bro, stop.
Man, I hate that Code of
I
Game
hate
was
that
shit,
shit, bro.
it's so fucking realistic,
That
bro.
shit nasty, ain't
shit,
it?
bro.
Man, bro, I'm
Fucking
not gonna
hate
lie.
that, bro.
Shit, like I ain't even got a door to my fucking
God
right, bro.
damn, bro. I got a window to my right. Stop playing, bro. God damn.
Look through the window.
God, bro, that shit is terrible.
Hey, we listening. This is we listening. All right, my bad.
God, that should be fucking me up. All right, well, we gotta wrap up after that. God, bro, that shit is scary.
You took him out the mood, boy.
Oh, bro, I gotta turn a TV on or something.
Pack your shit.
Oh, but no, y'all got any save rounds for episode 31? 1, 2, 3. No save rounds. Wrapping up this episode, we want to thank everyone who made it this far in today's show. All we ask for your appreciation for you to spread the love by sharing the podcast with a friend. While you're at it, go ahead and drop us a 5-star rating on supporting platforms, because this helps the algorithm promote our show, which helps us with bringing in new listeners. Do not forget that if you want to reach out and keep up with us, you can always find us in our Discord server over at discord.gg/The Summit. We want to thank y'all for tuning in, and as always, we will see y'all next week. Peace.